Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
On second down, here's Penix. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. Exiting, the ball's out.
And that's just going to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the number one goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over. Really nice job defensively. You can see the quarterback, he's working through his options of his progression, Mike. 1, 2, 3. But now that clock in your head starts going off, and that ball needs to come out of your hand. Nice job throwing it away.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Pinheiro's kick is good, and the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. We're going to go play action with Penix. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The 49ers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
He was brought down by Mike Hughes. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Play action, here's Purdy. Look wide, get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Purdy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun. They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Another run here for Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Play action. It's Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play there for the Falcons. That goes for 58.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
They'll run with Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Upton Stout in for that tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point attempt to come here.
Lining up for the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Room up the sideline at the 45. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Diablo on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 46-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Purdy on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Purdy. He'll step up and run this. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another 49er.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
Offside, defense. Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Falcons 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Renardo Green there to bring him down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second down and 5. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He's taken down to just shy of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Penix. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Penix now going to keep it on the zone read, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
London brought in motion. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-7 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now the try for an extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10.
Falcons 14, 49ers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. find Diablo. In there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and 6. The motion man here is Bourne. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. That's caught right side, it's London. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll step up and run. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
25 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On second down, Purdy. Got a man left side. It's caught. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going, short game.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll push forward for about a yard. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
15 yards. That's another 49er. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion. And they'll run here with McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Flushed tip, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown San Francisco. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers will go up by 7.
Niners 24, Falcons 17.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. We're going to go play action with Penix. In trouble, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, The quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On second down, here's Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. Finding space at the 40. And they will finally run him down. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 38 yards
on the play.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard
So,
line.
2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here comes 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll tuck it and take off. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, Penix. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is something they teach defensive linemen, Mike, that, of course, we want to get to the quarterback and pressure and hit him and ultimately sack him. But if you don't think you're going to get there, when his hand comes off the ball, your hands go up. Get in that throwing lane, get a deflection, and he's able to force the incomplete.
From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he'll take this one in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. His second touchdown of this first half.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will tie this game at 24.
24-24.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. quick throw on the RPO is complete. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Again in the air for Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 1. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
First and 10 for Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Purdy now on 2nd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will move out in front, 27-24.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The rookie out of Georgia, Michael Williams, getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's caught! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 65
It's another
yards.
big play in a game that's had its share.
First down.
65 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Falcons.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Out to his right. Now he'll run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw it. The blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
On first down is Purdy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Complete to number 88. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third and 9. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Here comes the jet sweep, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
That's a gain of 8.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Third down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
The 49ers out for the punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Penix. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21. First down, Atlanta.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
13-yard line. A gain of 14. And a Falcon first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They run over center with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game here in the 3rd quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the 2nd half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he gets this up close to the 40. Rook O'Rororo there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Niners first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll get this out wide. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 19 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
Man in motion here is Jennings. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
McCaffrey will try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Purdy going to keep this one himself. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Throwing is Purdy. This is intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Atlanta. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
An extra point attempt to follow.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Falcons will go up by 7.
It's the score, Falcons 34, 49ers 27.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. He'll take this from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, here's Purdy. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will get into the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. This one not quite on target. Let him too much. That one falls incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation,
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
14 yards. That's good for a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
We spend so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On second down, Purdy. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 8.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The 49ers out to punt this one. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
Defense. Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
By Caden Ellis. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
On third down, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Agnew on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work.
29-yard line.
Play action. It's Penix. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They're going to go play action with Penix. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Third and 2, and Penix. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Moore to return. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be. Because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
He was brought down by Jason Pinnock. A gain of 14. 1st down, Falcons.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Mooney in motion. Another run here for Robinson. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Kyle Pitts.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
First down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Again, it's Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's complete. He's got it to London. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
He'll step, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
49ers 37.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So it is Brock Purdy and the 49ers down on the scoreboard. 37 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. Field goal is worthless now as they come up with 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Finding his tight end, Farrell. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. And will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now, 2nd and inches. wide on the RPO, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Out of the gun, it's Purdy, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
Back at the 32.
And a timeout is called, so now you're probably looking at one final play back in their own territory. This is going to take a miracle. Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Purdy. There's that man again. Another catch.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. One last shot now for Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.